Good morning, my friends. Welcome to another day, another sketch session. Today we are doing some more leaf studies. We are continuing on this journey, observing fall in all its grand splendor. Today is November, not 11th, 7th. It's 11/7, not 7/11, 11/7. It is November 11th, 2025. And here I have a few more leaves that I've gathered. I did take photos of them so that I could get photos of them when they were like really good and fresh. But I actually want to get them when they're a little dry and crispy and, you know, withered. So I'm going to be using the real thing as my reference today. Let me get my date down. For anyone who might be watching this who notices that I'm wearing the same shirt I was wearing yesterday, I promise I'm not gross. I'm painting a mural, actually. I started painting it yesterday, and I'm painting it today, so I just keep wearing the same clothes pretty much until I'm done, or until they're really gross. Hey, randomly. Bobby, Linda, great to see you all. Ellen, hello. Hello, hello. Yes, I am painting a mural in the room over, and it's very exciting. I can't wait to show it to you. But until then, it is a surprise. Well, I don't know if it's so much a surprise. I just don't have anything to share with you right yet, you know? All right, we've wetted all the colors. We're going to go for it. Let's do this thing. I'm getting my... Ooh. Orange or terracotta seem like the colors for the general thing here. Good morning, Len. Okay. Okay. Drawing the stems first, trying to mimic the shape of the stems from my point of view. Okay, that's the line art for you. Wait a second, let me just... Okay. So I'm basically kind of just getting the biggest, the lines down of like the center of the leaves, you know? And now I'm just kind of trying to draw them. The general outline. Mm. Okay. And now leaf number 3. Oh yeah, happy late Halloween. Totally. So we have 2 maple leaves, and then don't know what this is, but 2 lovely maple leaves. Okay. We have ourselves some leaves. Hooray. Okay, now to the paint. Let's try. Wish me luck. I am nervous. This is definitely some sort of new territory for me. If you go trick-or-treating and you go outside, never pet a stray cat. You're making a dragon puppet? Whoa, cool, amazing. You're doing some gesture drawing and practicing loose and using mixed media. Heck yeah, good practicing. That's a good way to go. All right, we're going to start with burgundy. Lovely color. One of your classmates got ringworm from petting a cat. Oh no. I do have some stray cats in the neighborhood. Well, there's only one that will actually let us pet it, but it's definitely like not a stray. It lives somewhere. It's too social. Like we have stray cats in the city, but not very many of them will actually let you pet them. But I love that you're working on painting loose. That's such a valuable skill. Can I tell you guys a song that is stuck in my head? I have been like, not me, but like the subconscious me has been obsessed with Your Idol from K-pop Demon Hunters, and it is just playing it in there like background music in a mall. It's just won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Oh, there's a house in our neighborhood that for 2 years now, at least, like when we walk by, there'll be kittens in the spring and summertime, and then they start to vanish around the autumn because they're getting older, I assume, and they're going off and having their own adventures. But my dog Basil is obsessed with them when she sees them, and she's always trying to go down that street to go see her kittens. We call them her kittens, and she's just very precious about it. She just really wants to be friends because we have a cat at home. She knows what cats are. Okay, you to the side. You next. Okay, we're talking yellow ochre. That's actually a color I don't have in this palette. I do, however, have a raw sienna, which will do nicely. Oh, speaking of stray cats, I would love to on my bucket list to go to Turkey because apparently they just have just so many stray cats and they're so loved by the community and they're taken care of, which is so freaking sweet. Wet on wet? I am doing wet on wet. Yep. I am throwing some of this red in here on this raw sienna to try kind of get these colors because I don't really have that particular like this orangey shade of brown. I feel like yellow ochre would be the right color for it, but I don't actually have that one. Hi, Prince. Many purrs your way. Milo. Well, give him a pat for me. Little deaf kitty. Oh, fun fact about me, you might not have known. When I was in college, my language of choice was ASL, American Sign Language. And I got so good at it that I was the ASL club president for my senior year, which really basically just meant my classmates. There really wasn't much else, but it was really fun. I really enjoy the language. Granted, I don't know how much I could actually use it now. It's been a long time, unfortunately. Adding a little bit of yellow here and there to add a little bit of vibrance to this leaf. In fact, I still occasionally have dreams where ASL is present, and in the past I used to be able to understand and speak to the person in my dreams. Lately, it's me going, "Huh? What? Again, please. Please repeat it. I don't know what you said." It really is true. If you don't use it, you lose it. Color-wise, this is not the most exciting leaf, but still a very interesting shape. All right, we have our first layer down. Yay, I'm glad. Randomly. That's funny. The Foxsy Collective, the creative collective. Is that what you're talking about, Linda? I was playing around with Foxsy Circle for a while for our group coaching, but it just didn't feel right. I don't know. I never got into it. So eventually I was just like, it's Foxy Collective now. You know, we're cool like that. I don't know. Collective Circle feels sort of exclusive. Collective feels inclusive. You know what I mean? I think that's the reason. So one thing that's interesting about this leaf in particular, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's lots of these little dark marks on it that almost are blue. They're not quite blue, but they're almost blue. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a little bit of blue and actually do a whole wash on this just because it's a little bit, it's a darker color. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Yes, anyone and everyone is welcome to join us during sketch session. It's a wonderful time to just get your creativity on for the day. So even if you don't have time, life gets busy, you can at least know that you knocked it out this morning and you can feel good about it. Yes, Bobby, the creative collective. Yeah, randomly. It is one of those wonderful things about the internet. The internet has the capability to bring people together in a way that you just wouldn't get otherwise necessarily. Meet other people who are like you, meet people who are very different than you. Makes for a nice big world, huh? It's a nice big world, but it's also a small world. We're all in that together. Hey there, Daring. Yeah, that's true. Randomly, the people that we see in our day-to-day lives, there's so many people. I live in Chicago, so I live in a densely populated area, and I also walk a lot in my neighborhood and around. And definitely there are people who recognize me and John, because John and I have a severe height difference, and so we're really easy to spot. But there are so many people who, yeah, you're right, you just see them all the time and they're a part of your community. And yeah, it's a funny old world, huh? Okay, now back to you, my friend. Yeah, yeah, Brenda Lee is a regular, and she is getting some medical stuff done. And we're all very much thinking about her. But any extra good vibes sent her way would be appreciated. She is a lovely part of our community. The shading is tough on these round, curled up leaves. Yeah, Siri could be a little bit of a fussy lady to work with if you're doing text to or talk to speech, talk to text. All right, let's enough with this one for now. Let's move on to the little guy. Ow. Yeah, I bet they are. Yeah, everything's really getting good and leafy now. On the ground, at least. You know, if you do acrylics and you go back to your paint tube, there's usually this little circle of plastic that's from the paint drying up. Yeah, a little bit of gunk on the rim. You're saving them up. Oh, like make it some kind of mosaic. That's awesome. That's awesome, Bobby. Oh, I can't. You've got to send a picture when you've got it. I'm not loving this leaf. I feel this is a tough one to try to capture. So from your perspective, it's more like this is about how I'm seeing it. It's not really blowing me away, you know? Oh yeah, learning experience. That's what these studies are for, is to figure out what I don't know and try to fill in the gaps. No, wait, I don't want that. Yeah, absolutely. Randomly. I've been saving up my pencil shavings for a hot minute now. And the idea is probably to make it in some kind of a resin thing. Maybe dice? Not the worst idea I've had. Mm. Have I ever been recognized in public? Once, but it was kind of a. I kind of count it and I kind of don't, because we were at a market and we had a booth with Foxy on it. So like that part was, it was very clear who I was associated with. But I did have someone walk in, someone who's a Foxy student, who recognized me and was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Oh my god, this is crazy." All right, I'm gonna go ahead and dry this, and then maybe throw some colored pencils on there and really make it pop. Not loving the two brown ones, but the red one, I'm loving that one. Thanks, Daring. Guess there's a tear in the leaf there. Chat's really thumping today. I love it. Great energy, guys. I'm going to be wrapping up here in just a second. Is it freaking cold for you right now, Bobby, or you're saying like it's going to get freaking cold? Milo's in timeout. Did you put him in air jail? Rock on, Len Gray. You are really putting in some reps with some good exercises right there. Okay. My leaves. I feel pretty good about that. Not my finest work ever, but I feel like I've got some decent representation here with my leaves. Not the worst, not the worst. Could have definitely done worse. All right. All right. Sorry, I was reading the chat. You guys are funny. All right. I'm gonna dash, gonna get out of here. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for such a wonderful, lively chat. It was really, really enjoyable today. Especially enjoyable. I hope that your practice goes well, Len Gray. Bobby, I hope your whatever you're working on goes well. You're cooking. You're all kinds of cooking with your creativity lately. All right. Thank you, everyone. Linda, Randomly, Daring, Bobby, Ellen, Len Gray, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I hope it's a spectacular Friday, and I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.